But Dad, isn't it time for illegal ham in the face? But bro, where's the banjo?
Some Cleveland sports shows try to give you hot takes, but only one can give you a big old piece of hot ham. Welcome to Illegal Ham to the Face. Talking all Cleveland sports. And don't forget our Fat Boy Tuesday, where we also ham it up with some fun food topics. Without further ado, let's serve up some ham. Here are the Ham Boys, Fatty, and Big Bry.
On everybody, welcome into Illegal Ham in the Face. We are live here at Melt Bar and Grilled for a pre-game show plus a wonderful watch party coming up for City Dogs of Cleveland. And what better way to start out this show, Big Bry, than with City Dogs of Cleveland?
Absolutely.
So we have Beth here joining us right out of the gate. Beth, thank you so much for joining us. It's a great time that we're having here. We got plenty of people here, and we have Martini outside, correct?
We do. He's available for adoption at City Dogs.
Heck yes, and we still have his pictures up here from our last show. So if you guys want to come out and meet Martini, I got some pictures here for you. He is a 3-year-old pup, beautiful dog. He's outside, so if you want to come meet him, he is here available. Also back at the back table here where we're at Melt, they have a whole bunch of merch, and if you want to donate, please go straight to them. Make donations, and this is what we're here for today, is raise a whole bunch of money for City Dogs Cleveland. So thank you for coming. Thank you for setting everything up. Can you tell us what's going on down at City Dogs? I know you guys got the kennels full, right?
Yes, unfortunately, the kennels are full. So right now, we are always looking for adopters. We have over 150 dogs available right now.
Oof.
So there is a dog for everyone. If you're looking for your new best friend, City Dogs Cleveland, the Cleveland Kennel, we need your help. So you can visit us on social media, all of the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, all of that. You can see all of the dogs that are available, and we need your help. We got to move these dogs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a cry out to, because a lot of the people that watch our show already know how great City Dogs are. So if you haven't been there yet, go there, or at least tell a friend about it, because, there's so many great dogs that are available, and there's so many great homes that need a dog. So spread the word to all your friends. Let them know. A lot of people still don't know about City Dogs. So if you're looking for a dog, go up there, check them out first, and play with them, have fun, feed them a treat. I see him, Martini. People are loving on him right now.
Yes, he's greeting all of the guests coming today for our fundraiser. And, not everybody is in a position to adopt, but everybody is in a position to help. You can share our social media posts. You can donate. Right now, we are participating in the Embrace Pet Insurance Community Challenge here in Cleveland. We're up against various other deserving nonprofits. Right now, we have a raffle basket available. So for a $10 minimum donation into the Embrace Challenge, you can be entered to win our cool raffle basket that we have here today.
Perfect. And then we got that right here. If you want to find the to text, to scan it, or go online to help them out, it is right there. I believe that is. It looked like Big Boy Phillips. I thought that was Big Boy Phillips coming in. So we're out looking at everybody. So we have a beautiful crowd here today. We got Nick. We got our guest here with Mike Carlisle and Always Positive Jay. We have the whole City Dog crew out there. I believe we have Cleveland royalty here. I believe tons of fun of Cleveland is here. Yes, he is.
Without a doubt.
So if you guys want to come out, hang out with us. We're going to be watching the game here at noon, but we're going to have our pregame show starting up here soon. Beth, I know you guys always do a $21 or $22 adoption month. And that's got to be coming up soon, isn't it?
Yes. And actually, let me go on. You guys, can you tell me, are we still running the promotion? I have my volunteers check too.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What did she say?
I think it just ended, but they're having another one.
Okay.
They're having another one.
So just so you know, our normal adoption fee is $61, which is the least expensive in the area.
That's nothing.
And your dog is spayed, neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, and that does include your county license. We are always running promotions for $21, which is just a county license fee. It's still the best deal in town. and these dogs definitely need our help. Again, if you can't adopt, come down here for our Dine to Donate today. 20% of the food sales are coming back to the dogs.
Yes, they are. If you show that flyer, which I don't have it on here right now, but there's a flyer on all of our social medias. Please come down, check it out, get the Dine to Donate. 20% goes straight to City Dogs Cleveland from Melt. And we can't thank Melt enough for their hospitality. They have set everything up. Truly amazing what they've done here for us and what they've done for City Dogs here. Hopefully here in a little bit, we'll have some cornhole going in the back, but we have an overflow room. So please come out, just enjoy time with us as we do our pregame show, and we'll have some fun. Beth, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you.
I appreciate everything you do at City Dogs, and especially getting here early to help set up, and especially bringing Martini. I finally got to meet Martini. I'm so excited. So you have pictures of that with me too. So you'll see those pictures soon. So
Thank you so much, guys.
thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you.
The Mac and Mutt thing or whatever it is.
The Mac for Mutts has coming up soon. I believe it's in 2 weeks.
That's our friends from Top Dog Tailgate. He's having that down at West 3rd and Summit.
Yes, he is. So if you want to go for that, please go to that. And they will also be set up down there, I believe. So we'll see what happens. So thank you so much, Beth.
Thanks.
Thank you, Beth.
Have a good day.
You're doing God's work.
Yes,
For
you
sure.
are.
So that's the Arizona game.
Yes, the Arizona game. They'll be down there. They do the Super Mac and the regular mac and cheese. So, and then here, look at that ultimate chili cheese dog right there. I'll tell you what, Peter's one. You don't see it?
No, I see it. Did I do that or did you do that?
I didn't do that. Just putting that right up there.
Well, there you go. That's what you can get if you come here.
Heck yeah, and it's discounted today and today only. So there we go. We're back now with the big camera. So why are you touching buttons over there, Peter? That's all right. We got special thanks. We got to thank Matt Fish from Melt Bar and Grill, the owner. We got to thank Cody and the whole team here. We got to thank of 2/3 of the voice of the land. We have Peter Tellup here with us today. Always Bob J getting ready to join us. We have Mark Carlisle from the Lyman Lounge. Can't wait for them to come in here in just a second. But thank you, and thank you to everybody that is here right now. We truly appreciate you guys coming out and helping us out raise money for City Dogs Cleveland. It really means a lot to us, and we can't thank you guys enough. So thank you so much. And with that note, we'll bring in our other cohorts right now, and we'll start talking some Browns.
Sure.
So give us 1 second to get set up, and we'll see you here on the other side.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't asking you.
Yeah, we're back. And now we're back. Here we go. So we did bring in some heavy hitters. We got, 4/5, and now that big boy's here, we got our whole offensive line here. So I guess I'll play center. What are you guys going to be, the tackles? And we'll go from there.
Listen, I feel like with my mobility, I should definitely be a guard.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing center.
of
There is no mobility here. I'm just saying right in front. All right, so let me welcome in. We always positive Jay from the Voice of the Land and Big Play Network. We also got Mike Carlisle from the Lyman Lounge. Can't thank you guys enough for helping us out with this. Taking time out of your day to hang out with us, watch the Browns play a little bit, and honestly get some great food.
I mean, it's our pleasure. I mean,
Yeah.
come eat good food while doing a good cause. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
You can't beat that with a bunch of Browns fans.
Oh, heck no. And, we're about to watch a great game coming up here, and we're going to get in that game a little bit. But as we start going, Brian and I always talk about expectations of this Browns team and where we're at, where we're going with this Browns team. And we really haven't had a solid expectation because of Deshaun Watson being injured, because of the offense kind of muddling through right now. We get one good game, and then it kind of just, So I wanted to get your guys' opinion on where the Browns are at right now with expectation-wise. Do you guys still think they can make the playoffs? Do you guys still think that this is going to be a deep – and we'll start with Mike first.
Yep.
Mike, go ahead.
Yeah. So when you look at the season, the expectations at the beginning of the year were astronomical, right? We had a stacked defense. We have a quarterback that we expect to perform better coming off of, his rust. And you have the best running back in the league in Nick Chubb. Obviously, with the things that have happened, you lose Nick Chubb. Those expectations come down. We're not sure. We didn't see Watson really take a huge step forward to begin with. But now we've seen him play well. The last time that we saw him on the field, he played very, very well. Can we get that same guy back? Is he 100% healthy? Because if that is the case, the expectation should be to go to the playoffs. This is a Super Bowl caliber defense. We just need to score some points. We don't even have to score a lot of points. If we can get 20 a game, this team wins 11, 12 games.
Yes.
I totally agree. Like, this defense is on a historical pace right now.
Yes.
They're ridiculously good. And we don't need Deshaun Watson to be top 5, even top 10. If he's even top 15 quarterback, this team is going to be unreal good. You need to score 20-something points a game. That's it. You don't need much with that defense. As long as you have sustainable drives and you give them breaks so they're not gassed, you'll be fine. I truly believe that. And we finally got a kicker that we can rely on. Like,
Amen.
like, I see a kicker and he lines up and finally I'm just like, all right, he's probably going to make this, and not like crap at myself waiting for the miss to happen on like our buddies last week to help us win.
I'm ready.
Usually we're on the other side of that. You know what I mean?
Well,
far too many times.
As somebody who was in the stadium, the Phil Dawson flag was pinned to the right.
Mm-hmm.
The flags on the poles were straight down. He didn't know it. He didn't read it. And that stadium exploded last week.
It was so loud.
Missed it.
Yep.
Nothing like a Michigan kicker leaving one out
That was
wide.
my guy. If you watch the show on Tuesday,
appreciate it.
If you watch the show on Tuesday, I have my Jake Moody jersey on.
By the way, that beautiful lady that you just saw walk through our camera right now, that was my beautiful wife, Hope. So
she puts up with this dude. She's a saint.
I love her.
Yeah, she's the MVP of this entire operation.
Right.
Yes, she is. She definitely is the MVP of this entire operation. Especially with my knuckleheads.
Did you see the 20 for 20 special this morning on ESPN?
No.
They had Charles Woodson and Tom Brady sit down and actually watch the Tuck Rule game with each other.
Right, 'cause that was the two
it
of them.
was
I forgot.
priceless. And I'm not like a fan of either of those
Right.
guys, obviously. But
Entertaining?
that was always so entertaining.
Really?
So entertaining. They just fought with each other. He's like, you fumbled. It's like, I didn't fumble. It was a tuck. And then they're just going back and forth.
Don't you lie about it. We
Oh,
know
it
what
was so
happened.
awesome.
It was absolutely fun.
Michigan's got a lot going on right now, so we won't get into all that. This
Yeah.
is NFL talk.
I was looking for my
hey.
menu, but I'm pretty sure your coach stole it. So, I mean, whatever.
Oh, there it is.
We'll take that.
Yes.
If that's what it takes to get a 3-touchdown win over Ohio State, no, I'm in for it.
Wow, so you're liking to cheat, huh? Wow.
Doesn't matter.
Gold,
Everybody
gold
cheats.
pants don't look that bad, do they?
everybody
Enjoy
cheats.
the loss of scholarships for the
Everybody
next 3 years.
cheats.
That's all I have to
Everybody
say about
cheats.
that.
Hey,
That's cool.
One national title will take care of all that.
Magically-
Go back in the gutter.
Magically, Harbaugh won't get fired for this, unlike other coaches. That's
Hey.
fine.
Be careful how you talk about him. He could be our next coach. We never know. But we're staying positive now. So so Stefanski, getting to our coach Stefanski, Jay mentioned how Deshaun Watson doesn't have to be top 5 or top 10 even, but so I think it's up to Stefanski to manage the game with this defense, with our offensive line hopefully coming together. I know we don't have Nick Chubb now, but it's going to be on Stefanski to not let Deshaun Watson lose the game, because if we don't turn the ball over, we're 4-1, maybe, probably don't win the Baltimore game, but we could be easily 4-1 if we just manage the turnovers. So that's going to be something I'm looking for today. And with Deshaun, I don't know. Maybe have we gotten an official announcement?
He's warming up right now.
He's warming up now.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And it
he's
also
playing.
looks like Kareem Hunt is good to go to be playing
Okay.
too. So
Oh, nice.
that's
Yeah,
good news.
maybe we can. I'll try pulling up on my phone. It's 11:30, right? So it should be the
11:45.
actives
Yeah.
should be out. I think Harrison Bryant was another guy that we didn't know if we'd have.
What are we gonna do? We don't have our quarterback sneak. I mean,
That's
our
what I'm
tight end-
saying.
We don't have our
That's
tight
what
end
I-
sneak.
That's what I said to these guys. We don't have Deshaun. He can't do it anymore. He's got a bump shoulder. We don't have Harrison Bryant. So who's
I got to
gonna
give
do
it to
that?
him.
You
And
know-
that pitch, that was a good pitch from him.
Oh,
last
that was
week.
a
Hey,
beautiful.
bring in Nick Harris. There we go.
I mean, I was scared when
He
I
can
seen him
do it
pitch
all.
it. I'm like, okay, he got it good.
He can do it all. But my expectations are the same today as they were when we started the season. I expect us to make the playoffs. Even though we don't have Nick Chubb and we have a potentially banged up quarterback, after the Colts game, I said we just have to be at least 3-3. So if we can win this game and get to 4-2, I think we're well on our way. And the biggest thing, obviously, as we've seen through the first 5 weeks, is just stay healthy. If you can stay healthy, you're going to have a chance for the rest of the season, because I really don't honestly think that we'll be a major underdog in any game that we have left. I think we'll be favored in majority of them, maybe going to Cincinnati if they're healthy and going to Baltimore. I think those will be the two games you might be underdogs in, but every other game you should be favored in, I think.
Do you guys, after we beat San Francisco, did it raise your expectations? Like, did this team prove to you guys that they can beat anybody?
Okay.
And they did it with a third-string quarterback. And
So the one thing that it proved to me is this defense is legit.
Mhm.
Finally, we have a defense that is legit. So if we need to lean on the defense, they can actually carry a game if they need to. That's what it brought to me, because at that point in time, Stefanski doesn't have to worry about the offense and trying to get a field goal at the end or a touchdown or anything of that nature, because if ball goes over with 40 seconds left, he knows his defense is stout enough to kind of stop everything. Last year, that defense was not there. That defense was like a gaping hole. They were last in rushing offense.
they just
giving up.
confused last year.
They were so horrible. And this defense is so different. Like, this is downhill in your face.
And it's like their confidence is building more and more every single
And this
game.
is also, and if you look at it, it's also the secondary, because they can't pass on anybody with this man-to-man coverage.
It's
that
a
they're
That
doing.
secondary is the
different
lockdown on
style.
the lake over there.
It's a completely different style
Oh,
of
yeah.
defense that we have seen. We were, for the last couple of years, no disrespect to anybody, but we were trying to be too cute. We were trying to out-coach everybody, and what we were doing was out-coaching ourselves on the defensive side of the ball. We were getting confused. Listen, we got the talent. We have the pass rushers.
Yep.
Line up, play man coverage, which the Browns are doing, I believe, at like 8% higher rate than any other team in the NFL right now. And then you can generate pressure with 4. You can draw up packages with Obo, with Miles, with Za'Darius. You can get guys in great matchups and bring 4, and that's all we really need to do.
I saw this morning that I think opposing quarterbacks QBR against this defense when we play man coverage is like 7, maybe 8, 7.3, something like that. So to give everyone a reference, the average is 50% or 50. So, I mean, to hold them to that type of quarterback rating is just unbelievable. And what Mike was saying, we have the players to do it. We have, a couple first-round picks. We have Emerson, who has been, exceeded everyone's expectations, and they can lock these guys down. And, I'm just happy that it was something we were clamoring for all of last year with Woods, and we're finally doing it. And, we have the defensive line, we have the cornerbacks to do it. And, there's nothing any good offensive coordinator can do if it's mano a mano, man versus man, me versus you. I trust that my defensive line can get to your quarterback, and I only have to cover you for 3 seconds, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah. And anybody that is watching right now on our live stream, please go to @HamIlegal, YouTube @HamIlegal. We're taking questions from everybody also as we're going through this. So if you got a question for us, a topic that we want to talk about or anything of that nature, please hit us up on there. You can also catch us on Facebook and what is it, X now? I can't say Twitter. Is it X now?
I still
keep
call
calling
it
it
Twitter.
We still call it Twitter.
I
All right, we're
refuse
still
to.
calling it Twitter.
Because I don't want to tell
That's-
someone, like, hey, I'm on X. They're like, well, you got problems.
Yeah, well.
You should see somebody.
Next up on the line is right now, we don't know where the status of Deshaun Watson is. We keep questioning. He finally got back to practice. Everything that has happened so far with the front office, with him not speaking for the longest time, with him missing last week, with him supposed to be day to day, with everything else that has happened so far. What's your confidence level so far in Deshaun Watson? Now, we've only seen one good game out of him, and that was against the Titans. So then he's taken a month off pretty much until today if he starts today. So how are you still feeling about Deshaun Watson? I mean, we paid him a lot of money. He is supposed to be our franchise guy, and we still haven't got the Deshaun Watson effect.
I'm okay with him, honestly. I got to go by last time I seen him, and he looked really good against Tennessee. And he just can't regress today. That is what I don't want to see him go backwards. I'm okay with he has the same kind of game as Tennessee, but I really want to see him improve. Like, he can't. I can't keep making excuses for this guy every time he's hurt or has time off. Like there's no more excuses. You got to come in and you got to play. And you got to play your game and you got to play it right. You can't be turning the ball over and playing sloppy, throwing it in the dirt. Be the guy that we need you to be. Like I said, 15th best quarterback, and this team's going off into where it don't matter. Like, they can win the Super Bowl. Like, that defense is that good. I hope last week it showed him that he doesn't have to be like go out there and do it all. Like, he needs to like, okay, I can relax. I just gotta play my game and just take what the defense gives you.
Well, in terms of full transparency, I was not a fan of the Deshaun Watson deal when it originally got done.
I don't think a lot of people were.
I don't think a lot of people were. But kind of what Jay just said, like the last time we saw him, he played pretty well. I would hope that I can see something similar. Do I need him to be a world beater? Absolutely not. But today he's going up against a Colts defense that has given up the 6th most passing yards in the entire NFL. Mm-hmm. I need to see a guy who goes out there and makes plays. If he's not 100%, he should not be out there.
Right.
I know what that is like, but this is a $230 million investment. Even though I don't necessarily agree with that investment, we have to protect that investment. If he's not right, then he shouldn't play. If he is right, then we need to see him take a step forward, especially against a team that gives up so many yards.
Yeah, and I agree too. I mean, this is like the perfect game for him to come back and work his way into a game. Doesn't have to be perfect, just win the game. It doesn't have to be stellar. We just need him to be efficient. And I think that's all we need, because last week, P.J. Walker was efficient enough for us to win. He wasn't great. He wasn't stellar. But when we needed him or needed the run game to do something, they did it. And the offensive line, by the way, who I love our offensive line now, they're finally starting to come into sync. Batonio's going to be back this game.
I love the dynamics of – I love the offensive line this week. I hate them this week because they have been so inconsistent.
Exactly.
Right.
But last week, we finally got a run game. We had Jerome Ford wear down a defense. We had Kareem Hunt running with his hair on fire and just getting downhill. Finally, I think we're starting to see what this offensive line could be. And moving forward, I think it's going to be great. I mean, Brian, how are you feeling about Deshaun Watson and offensive line going forward?
Yeah, I still feel like he's got everything ahead of him. Trusting what we don't know about the shoulder, I guess. A lot of people think that he should have been playing by now, but nobody really knows how he's been feeling. And I don't want him to push it. If he's not ready to go this week, if he's not at least 90, 95%, I think P.J. Walker should be your starter. But if he's out there, I'm going to trust that he's good to go. And I think he's the guy that can take you to that next level. And I still believe in his ceiling. I think, like I said on Tuesday, he hasn't had a terrible turnover. He's had a couple against Pittsburgh, but there are a few that we feel like weren't his fault. So as long as he can minimize those and just for the time being, just be a game manager, because we don't need him to be a world beater. We don't need him to throw for 350 yards like we talked about. And I think if he can just get the ball to our playmakers
and not hand it off to Elijah Moore.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be nice if we just kind of cut that package out of our playbook.
You mean you guys don't like that package? How about the drawing up a screenplay to Harrison Bryant on the first game of the
Yeah, don't throw
I'd rather see that.
Unless you stick it in his gut. Don't throw it in his hands.
Don't get me started with tight end screens. I will flip this table in front of you.
Hey, Njoku has a nice tight end screen. He would have had a touchdown last week had not someone a phantom hold that wasn't a hold.
No matter what happens when we run that tight end screen, it's either a penalty or he's getting tackled. Or
I mean, you can't help it if the refs throwing penalties that aren't there.
You can't help that our offensive line
about that ref
goes halfway down the field also.
Last week was a very tough game
terrible
for the officials.
Yes, it was.
They called too many, and they still missed
It's just
some.
a good thing I'm in the 500s because you don't want me close to that field. I'd be in jail.
Unreal.
Random fan runs out in the field and tackles a ref today.
Well, Brian, let's have some fun, bud.
Yeah.
You and I normally do trivia on our show. All right?
Okay.
And we're going to do trivia here today.
Mm-hmm.
You know something? We'll get them here a little bit later, but you got to write in your notes here of who's getting the trivia gift cards, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to do a $10 gift card trivia question to everybody here of Melt and Bry, do you have a question for everybody?
I do.
It is a Browns question. So if you get this Browns question right, you get a $10 gift card to Melt Bar and Grilled.
Yeah, and I thought we'd start out with an easy one to get the juices flowing. So, first person to respond: who is the Cleveland Browns franchise leader in rushing yards?
Browns franchise leader in rushing yards. Raise your hand. We'll call you out.
I thought it was an easy
But
one.
it should be an easy one.
I thought it was an easy one.
I know there's some people in here that know the answer to this.
Yeah, there you go. Well done.
All right, there's our first $10 gift card given away. All right.
Is that to you?
You
G?
let that one go.
Yeah, he definitely let that one
Nick
go.
let it go to him.
He's like,
So your boy won it.
He's waiting to show off.
My son did get that one, so that's going to preclude him from the next question because
Yes.
he already knows the answer to this one as well.
Oh, you cheat. All right. So that'll be coming up here in a little bit. All right. So we got so far in the comments, we got Evo's here in the comments.
Hey,
Can't-
brother Evo,
can't-
my co-host, appreciate you.
All right. We got my mom. Mom's in.
Nice.
She couldn't make the trip, but she's in the comments.
Okay.
We got Kevin Kernally in the comments. What do you say, Big Bry?
Kev,
We got our boy Kyle Neal's here also. Can't thank Kyle enough for
newly
showing up.
married.
Newly married. We weren't even invited to. It
Get
hurts a
over it.
little bit, but
Get
it's
over
okay. You know, we'll be fine. Even though we should be the best
Yikes.
men, but it'll
I
be
need
fine.
a distraction.
All right, so now let's get into the historic defense of the Cleveland Browns. All right, so right now, after 5 games, the only time that there was a chink in the armor was Lamar Jackson playing all pro Lamar Jackson.
Of course,
All right.
because it was against us.
Well, of course, it was against us. Other than that, though, we took out the best offense last week, and the darling Brock Purdy. We took him out. They couldn't do anything. He was horrible, god awful, horrible. And you know what they did the most? They attacked him where they needed to attack him on first down. They're not gaining a positive first down. And Jim Schwartz told that defense, no matter what happens, it felt like, remember the Titans, they don't gain another first down.
Gain another yard.
Can I get a shout out to Maurice Hurst? I told
Yeah.
everyone at the beginning of the year, I'm like, this dude is going to be a steal of a pickup. He's very slept on. He's phenomenal. He just always kept getting hurt, but it was never anything like career ending or nothing. And he did come from that other school up north,
Yeah,
but
he
we're
was-
going to talk about
He
That's
that.
was
all right.
supposed to be a first-round pick.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
came out that he had like a heart condition, so people were scared off by it. But,
And you just got to love the belly rub, man.
You can't,
Gotta
gotta
love
eat.
right.
Gotta eat.
I love what he does as a space eater
Mm.
for our guys
Oh, yeah.
in the linebacking core because we are seeing Joke have a absolute massive step forward, a transcendent year for him
Mhm.
because he's clean and he's not getting D-line or offensive lineman in his lap.
I mean, Jordan Elliott, look how good he's playing this year. Like, we all were ready to write him off, but you get the right coach in there, motivate him, the right system, and these guys are just firing on all cylinders all over the place.
It's amazing how the front office actually focused on these defensive tackles, and these weren't the names we wanted. Like, we wanted the names from Philly. You know, we wanted big names to come in
Right.
here and take over.
Right.
And they're like, hold on, we got this. And they went through, and we had the worst rushing defense last year. They averaged 157 yards on us last year, rushing wise. We had an Atlanta Falcons team just run 15 straight plays, it felt like,
Right
straight down
down
the
You
the
had
field.
to
road.
bring it up. You
But I'm
had
just
to
saying,
bring it up.
That's the difference between last year and this year. They brought in defensive tackles that can actually get to the guys right in front of them. And then you have the linebackers, Walker, JOK, Taki, that are getting downhill and stopping these runs the way they should be. And even our safeties with Juan Thornhill, Grant Delpit, our boy Grant Delpit. We love Grant Delpit.
Big time year. Coming
So,
out
I mean,
party.
how are you guys feeling about, like you said, this defensive line is totally revamped, and it is on fire. Now, is it the defensive line being revamped, or is it Jim Schwartz?
A little bit of both. I'd mostly say Jim Schwartz, though.
Right,
It shows how important coaching is. Like, that guy has just turned this defense completely around. It's unbelievable. Like, probably the best pickup in all of NFL.
Oh, yeah. We were
Of all
talking about it
players, everything.
beforehand.
He might be the single most important pickup of all teams. Is Jim
Without a doubt.
Schwartz.
Yeah, and I give credit to Andrew Berry because a lot of people were saying, well, they're going to go analytics and they're going to go Desai and, they're just going to keep everybody aligned and not rock the boat too much. And no, he went out, he got an experienced coach, and he went against the grain a little bit of what he's comfortable doing, and it's paid off hand over fist. So we heard before the season that Jim Schwartz does wonders for a defensive line, and I mean, he's been heaven sent. And the guys, we keep throwing money at these defensive linemen, and Obo, we didn't know what we were getting with him because he had such a small sample size, but he's come in here, he's made a huge impact. And our defensive tackles, it feels like we've just been throwing assets and resources at them for the last couple of years, hoping that somebody would pop. And Dalvin Tomlinson was a huge signing. We just need one or two other guys to show up, and we have.
Yeah, I think. What do you guys think? That was the biggest signing they could have done, because he doesn't get the headlines. The just, hey, you did a great job, good job, hand on the back, player of the year. No. He is the guy just right in the middle, just eating everything up.
But that's what we needed, though. We didn't need a guy who generates pressure from the middle. We needed somebody who ate up space, took up blockers, allowed the linebackers to run free, because we already have one guy who is on the path to being in the Hall of Fame of Myles Garrett, and we have other guys who are capable rotational pieces. So you don't need a guy who is a big name who is going to generate 10 sacks from the 3 technique. All you need is a guy at a 1 who's going to eat up blocks and let your playmakers go eat.
I mean, have you guys, I don't know if you saw the video of Dan Orlowski breaking down on how this defensive line is just completely resetting the line of scrimmage from every play. They're like, here's the line of scrimmage. Boom, set hike, 5 or a millisecond later, it's back another 3 to 4 yards. They're handing the ball off, and these linemen are already in the backfield just pushing everyone backwards. I haven't seen how cool is it, dude? We have the best of something in the NFL. We have the best defense. Like, I don't know if I've ever been alive where I could say we had the best offense or the best defense.
And the Browns are doing it the way that Cleveland fans probably want them to do it. We're dominating the line of scrimmage on both offense and defense. Now our offensive line has taken a little bit of a step back, what a lot of people think this year, but they're starting to get it together. So dominating that offense, that's just old school football.
All I'm saying is NFL's lucky Nick Chubb got hurt, because we would just be smoking fools.
Right. Could you imagine how much better this defense would be if we had Nick Chubb grinding down games?
The fourth quarter, what was he? He has like that average of like 6 yards per carry.
He
might be
averaging
averaging like 12 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Just hand him off first down. It would have been great. I'm still not over.
I don't know if we will this whole year.
No, I don't think I'll ever be over it.
Because we'll always say we're not reaching our utmost potential because we don't have a Hall of Fame running back that we should.
Peter, how you feeling over there?
About this, I don't. I agree with Jay. I think our defense is fantastic, and if we had Chubb, I think it would be even better, because the fact that our offense seems to be a little anemic still, and our defense is winning the games for us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we score enough points, but really it's a defense keeping the other team off the board. But if we had Chubb in there with his 10 yards of carry in the fourth quarter, these games wouldn't, even the close games, they wouldn't be close.
Yeah.
So we very well could be undefeated if we had Chubb.
He covers up a lot of the mistakes that our offense makes and stuff, like the insignificance of our offense. Like, he covers up so much, just pure greatness. Like, he's that good.
So we have our first questions from the cheap seats. And
All
the very first question, we'll go, because I got to give Evo here a second because it's going to be a longer one. Chris from Columbus, is our rookie QB, Saki, not good enough to make the roster, or is he injured? And he's been kind of sitting out, kind of rotational guy.
Yeah.
So I give it to you guys. Is he just – he's a rookie. I mean, it's going to take him a while to go in, especially the way that Hurst and Tomlinson are playing, and Elliott, especially Elliott. That would be the third guy coming in. It's going to be hard for him to get any playing time.
You're talking about the rookie tackle.
Ika. Yeah.
And tackles generally don't come in until like their second or third year. Like, it's a big position. They have to just become stronger as a person. Like, a lot of the great tackles of the time don't really show anything until their second year. I mean, Look at the Eagles. That's what they do. They had a guy that
Jordan
they drafted
Davis.
in the first round. He didn't play barely at all.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's a good thing. I think it's positive that
Yeah.
you don't need him, that you're not leaning on him because these other guys that you've picked up. We thought we had something with Tomlinson that he's the rock. He can plug up the middle, but you're going to need at least one other guy to step up. And thankfully, it was just kind of a luxury pick to pick up Ika. And it's like, all right, we're going to throw 4 other guys. Don't forget we had who was the Ohio State guy? Togiai. We had him as well. We just needed one of the other guys to pop. And so we've had a couple guys pop. And so Ika can kind of sit back and, like Jay was saying, learn the NFL, get a little stronger.
We got.
And hopefully, maybe play some situational downs, but a guy we can count on in the future.
Well, and Siaki Ika is going to struggle with his ability to play different. Like, he is very position specific. He's got to be a 0 technique or he's got to be a 1 technique. You can't really slide him. And if you have Dalvin Tomlinson in there, you're not going to get a ton of run, and that's okay. Like you guys were saying, we're not going to see a massive jump for a while. It's going to be year 2, maybe even year 3, where we see him be a real hole plugger. Right now, it's great to have him behind one of the best hole pluggers in the NFL and learn from Dalvin Tomlinson.
Exactly.
No doubt.
All right, so here's your boy Evo. I got to talk to you about Evo. Right now. He's hurt right now because Stefanski came here, not at Minnesota. Because if you guys don't know, Evo is a Minnesota Vikings fan.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So he said, at what point will the Browns move on from Coach Stefanski? And now the offense seems to be the biggest source of issues. Any negative outcomes? I got distracted by my kid.
That's all right.
He just pointed. Outcomes seem to be pointed at him. And it's true. It should be pointed at him because right now he's got an offense to win. I mean, I know that having Nick Chubb go out, but he's still got a top-tier wide receiver in Amari Cooper. He does have the tight ends that he's been wanting. He's wanting a receiving tight end. He's wanting a vertical threat tight end. He's got that. The offensive line is, even though we're still injured, one of the best. I mean, DeJuan Jones filling in for Conklin.
Revelation.
Got to get unreal.
Sure.
Unreal. But
What school did he go to?
The good one.
the
Ohio State.
I think he might have. Did he beat Michigan a couple years ago? No,
No, he didn't.
No, not
Throw-
last year.
Throw enough
They were
crap at the
cheating,
wall.
though. They were
Something was
cheating.
bound to stick.
They were cheating. That's how you explain that one. They had to be cheating.
Well, yeah,
Really?
Michigan was cheating, right?
Yeah.
They were stealing our signs. That's why.
Call the play where the
I mean,
running back
that's-
runs for 80 yards and you miss 5 tackles.
On Evo's question, like, if we do not see this
He
team,
got me off subject.
if
Damn it.
if we don't see the Browns make the playoffs, if this offense does not make a
Stepping on my
drastic
cord,
turnaround,
Bri.
I think that there is going to be a very real conversation about maybe Stefanski's not the right guy. I don't think that it's a problem. We've seen some questionable play calls, like sending DTR out there, running 5 wide, on 20 plays that game. That's way too many.
Yeah.
But if we can make the playoffs again, Stefanski stays, he keeps his job, and then we continue to grow. Because as much as I don't want to, there's a built-in excuse that this offense is not as good as it could be because it is missing its best piece.
Yeah.
Sure.
I totally understand that. But the thing is, though, for me, it is the questionable play calling plus the time management. And like last week, we got to win. We got to win. And normally I didn't bitch about it. And normally I don't care. But you do
the ball.
exactly. You run the
Well,
ball to kill the clock.
On that play you're talking about where he threw it, and
Yeah.
I almost
He was
went
supposed
ballistic.
to
I did
run.
go
And-
ballistic
right.
at
He
that
was
stadium.
But
Yeah, he
hold
was
on.
supposed to
And
run.
he almost threw it into triple coverage and almost got intercepted.
But if he runs,
that play
that's a
shouldn't
first
have
down
been-
or a touchdown.
I
He
know,
actually
but
had
that
the
play
right
Slide
play
and
call.
bounce.
But that
You
play
burn
shouldn't have been
another.
called. That play should have been Kareem Hunt right up the middle and kill more clock off the time. But see, those are the plays that we look at and we see. But if he makes it, he's a
Genius.
he's a damn hero.
Oh, yeah.
He's a damn hero in Cleveland. Let's do it. But if he doesn't make that play, we're like, come on, man, you know better. Stop it. And those are the play calls that we get with him that make everything frustrating because you're in that critical zone where you can win a game and you should win a game that you worked your ass off for, but yet that other team had a chance to win that game. That team shouldn't have had a chance.
It's hard for me to decipher what's Stefanski and what's Jim Schwartz, because obviously we need to give the defense a ton of credit. They're the reason we won the game. They're the reason the offense could sputter and kind of figure it out and eventually score one touchdown and some field goals. But I give Stefanski a ton of credit for last week. Just getting the guys up and motivated when everybody, including most Browns fans, said you don't have a chance. So I give him a ton of credit. Now, another game that he needs to get the team up for is today, because it's a classic letdown game. I think the Browns are 3-13 after wins the last couple of years. So traditionally, we have had a fall off after we get a big win or any win at all, really. So we'll learn a lot. I think we still have a lot to learn from what kind of coach Stefanski can be, because everything other than Nick Chubb right now, everything is in place for him to win right now. As long as Deshaun Watson is healthy and we can move forward, I think I'm going to judge him based on what he does this year. And what my expectations are is the playoffs still.
Can you upload it?
What's that?
I'm talking to Peter.
I'll see if I can.
All right. Tell me you can upload it, because I want to see the look on Brian's face when this happens. We'll just close that out.
You did.
No.
So I
It's
gotta
all right. It
watch
was a
your
picture.
screen?
No. It was a picture that I got from a wonderful friend of ours, Casey Kinnaman. Gave us a picture to put on the screen here for everybody else.
Sure.
To show how much you love Michigan.
Waited with bated breath.
And, you should be.
Is it me in a Bears #1 jersey?
No, it's not. Oh, wow. Now you're really going to go with Justin Fields? This is how we're doing this? You just, jeez.
So I'm thinking, to me,
Wow.
Justin Fields, Baker Mayfield, and the guy we're playing today, Gardner Minshew, they're basically the same quarterback. They can get you wins.
Wow.
They can get you wins, but they're not franchise quarterbacks. So that's why I know everybody as a shock who loves Baker and who loves Justin Fields, you're going to think they're miles above. I think the only reason you think that way is because where they were drafted. I'm telling you, I think
Smalls.
Gardner Minshew is right up there with those guys. He can get a win for you any given Sunday, but he's not a franchise guy.
Jay, thank God he's sitting between me and you, right?
Seriously.
Like,
I'm sorry. You guys hold these other guys to much higher pristine.
I wouldn't say the other guys. I think Justin Fields is a damn good quarterback.
He's a great running back.
No, he's a
great running back.
Wow.
And when he throws screens to DJ Moore, and DJ Moore runs,
or he throws a bomb to DJ Moore, and
when
DJ
he's
Moore
wide
makes it
open,
happen.
yeah. So
Completes
one game,
passes to
right?
the
One
only
game.
receiver.
So can I ask you guys, as Ohio State fans, it seems like there's a ton of love.
Hold on. We're doing a Browns pregame show. How did we get
It's
so
an hour and a half long. Give me a break.
We got like 40 minutes left, man.
All right. We're not getting into it. We'll have these guys.
This'll be-
Hold on, no, I'm not done. Is Chicago not the place where quarterbacks go to die?
I know.
Thank you. That's all I'm going to say. I don't need to talk no more.
I believe we're just south of that place.
When you say Justin Fields' name, you have to follow it up with an excuse on why he sucks.
His coach's name is Eberflus.
Right.
You're not going to be successful.
He's
with
not an
someone
overcomer.
coaching you
Hey,
named Eberflus.
if you're drafted in Michigan as a sixth round pick, you overcome that stuff.
This guy gets one Hall of Famer, and they're quarterback you now.
Just one guy. That's all you need. He's the ultimate trump card.
How many Heisman
Phillips.
quarterbacks have you gotten?
What's up, buddy?
All right.
It doesn't matter.
As everybody's coming
It
in,
doesn't
there's
matter.
Phillips. Did you bring him?
Matt's over here.
In here, right in the middle. Yep.
Do we got any breaks?
Am
before
I allowed
the
to?
game?
Where's the
Can I
best?
come
How
on
about
the
how about
Michigan Ohio State show with
Yes,
this guy?
yes.
You should,
of course.
absolutely.
We're gonna
With
Peter,
boxing gloves.
You
possible
should have came
lightsaber
on
Let's
fight.
2
put
years
up-
ago. You would have had a much better time.
Peter, let's put up the overlay. We're going to take about a 5 to 10 minute break, and then we'll be right back. That work?
Yeah, I got to pee.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Illegal Ham to the Face here for City Dogs in Cleveland. We're at Melt Bar and Grilled in Independence. Can I get a here we go, brownies? Here we go. All right, we got a pack full of house. Let's do this.
I think I heard Martini even bark out there.
Martine definitely barked out there.
Got the dog pound
We
here.
got the dog pound here. Welcome into the pregame show / watch party. Breaking news, I believe Deshaun Watson is playing today. I saw it on the TV as we were on break, so hopefully that comes to fruition. But, we're here. We're celebrating City Dogs. We're celebrating a whole bunch of people. We can't thank everybody. James is here. I just saw him walk in with those cute little dimples. James, I'm so glad you're here.
Didn't see him.
You didn't see him? That's right there.
Oh,
The other
right
James. The other James.
What's up, James?
All right. Have a seat. Enjoy yourself. Also, City Dogs is taking donations in the back. If you want to donate, buy any merch from City Dogs. They have a table set up in the back with all their shirts, like this one that we got on right here, like Bryce's shirt.
Yep.
Bryce,
My new favorite shirt.
Bryce's new favorite shirt.
Show.
That was my son that just barreled through Charlie. So there's Charlie Man. So come out, enjoy your time here with us, grab some great food, great drink specials.
Thank you.
And please help donate to City Dogs Cleveland. But boys, Deshaun Watson's playing. What are you expecting now?
I expect to win just like I did if he wasn't starting. To be honest with you, I just expect an easier win today.
Did that move the line at all, I wonder? Had to have, right?
It might have.
Or everyone probably expected him to play, right?
Oh, we'll get into our bets here in a little bit. I mean, we got some players to watch. Let's get into our players to watch today. All right, so everybody's got a player to watch, a player that you're so excited about to watch this game. Who's your player to watch?
David Njoku.
David Njoku.
It's National Tight Ends Day, and I gotta let my guys got a ball out. Today.
All right, so you got David Njoku right there. Mike, what about you? Who's your player to watch?
Grant Delpit.
Grant Delpit.
Grant Delpit is going to come up with a pick in this game, and it is going to kind of completely change what we're seeing. He is on a great path this year.
I mean, he's got a great number.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
The deuce. It's all about the deuce.
Brian, what about you? Who's your player to watch?
Well, I'm going for a guy who has been in the news for the kind of the wrong reasons about maybe the Browns trading him at the trade deadline. I'm going DPJ. He's got to step it up. We need somebody else in the receiving room to step it up other than Amari Cooper. He's been shouldering the load. Yes, I know because of our recent talks here, but he's our number 2 receiver. He's the guy that that hasn't done a ton up to this point. So we need him. We need our number 2 to step up. Our number 1 can't do it all the time. And I mean,
Are you going to say Elijah Moore is the number 2?
I'm not saying anything.
I think of him as more of like a slot guy, a gadget guy. But
I look at him as a guy who runs backwards.
But I really don't care. I mean, as long as one.
I'm sorry. I'm really down on the Elijah Moore trade.
I had to
right
choose
now.
one, so I went
me.
with DPJ. But you could say either one of those guys. We need another receiver, not named Cooper, to step up.
DPJ, a lot of times, it just feels like needs an opportunity.
Right.
Like, dude is fantastic at just catching the ball.
Right.
And his body control is off the charts. Like, he's a really good receiver. I just don't think he gets opportunities.
I think he needs more shots at 50-50 balls because he goes up and wins them.
Yeah,
Like,
he does.
Give him the ball.
He really does. My player to watch, JOK. I have a feeling he's going to have a great game getting downhill, getting after Jonathan Taylor, especially, let's just say that's one of my favorite bets coming up, a JOK sack for today. 1 sack for JOK. I don't know what the line is on that, but I'm guessing it's
Get some good odds.
plus 230.
I'll pull it up.
Oh, you pull it
All right,
up.
I'm going to change mine.
Okay.
My player to watch is going to be Big Thanos, the Ohio State standout.
Damn right.
If he could just continue to be dominant
See,
and an amazing player.
Yes, no,
coming from just
I agree, but
great college.
with offensive linemen,
If you stuck us next to each other, you knew it was going to happen.
if you notice an offensive lineman, he's not doing a very good job. So it's hard to say like he's the guy to watch unless he's just pancaking guys every single down or something.
By the way, we just got breaking news. We just got a picture of Jim Harbaugh coaching yesterday, and let me bring it up right now. There it is. Look at that. I don't know what's going on.
I got
right
my
now.
backup. I got Zima here now, so
look at
we're
that.
good.
Like, I mean, you really need that high strength binoculars to play a game. Like, come on, those aren't glasses. Schembeckler never did crap like that.
As long as he's beating Ohio State by 3 touchdowns, I'm all right with whatever he does. I don't care. I'm not going to get on my moral mountain and look down at everybody else. When they were losing every single year, I did that. But now that they're winning, I don't care.
I don't even want to know what you said when our coach didn't tell our players for getting tattoos.
Do you think I was back in Rich Rod?
It was like 6 years. It was like 6 years.
I went through a very dark decade.
Just destroyed Jim Tressel.
With the Browns and with Michigan, I went through a very dark decade, as you can imagine.
But he destroyed Jim Tressel. He destroyed Cardell Jones.
Right now, I'm on top of Cardell Jones. Yeah, people saying he was supposed to be a first-round draft pick
from Ohio State. That's how it goes. I mean, I understand. It's all right.
If my team didn't win the first ever playoff championship, I would be jealous too.
I understand.
The first.
Sure.
Can't take that away.
I'm jealous of it. Yeah, I wish my team had a national title too.
I mean,
it's been a while.
But let's not act like Urban Meyer's a saint or anything like that.
Oh, God, no.
I don't like Urban Meyer, so you can make fun of all
Yeah, keep all the 22-year-olds away from Urban Meyer.
No, we have to.
Damn it.
Hey, after that 2015, we have to.
Yes, you do.
That sucks. All right, let's get into – here we go. We're at 12:30 right now. We got about 30 minutes left before kickoff.
You say 30 minutes left till we get to order some melt sandwiches.
Oh,
like you're more excited about kickoff. I'm like,
yeah.
what am I going to eat here?
Let me run down the specials.
No, just tell them what your sandwich is, because it just doesn't stop, man. I'm saying it doesn't quit.
Well, that's because you're here with illegal ham to the face.
I mean, it's definitely illegal. That's
like
for sure.
When you come with illegal ham to the face, we bring the offensive line and bring the food.
What is a double dog?
What do you mean a double dog? You get 2 dogs instead of 1.
I think it's Is it
in the same bun?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't want to make too many hand gestures anymore without. So I'm not going to get us in trouble.
All right. So right now, the special event menu. Right now, you get $2 off Bud Light and Miller Lite.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
You get $1 off all draft beers.
Yeah, those are sick.
$1 wings. Here we go. 11 a.m. to the end of the game. You have the ultimate chili cheese dog. Peter, can you find that on our banners and bring that up, please? You got the ultimate chili cheese dog, smoked sausage, crispy bacon, cheddar cheese sauce, 4-bean chili, fresh jalapeno, sour cream, and choice of melted cheese.
That's what I'm crushing after this.
All right. Then you have the Municipal Stadium Magic, smoked sausage, fresh Napa, vodka, kraut, grilled onions, American cheese.
Right, have you guys ever had their kraut here?
Oh,
it is amazing.
Amazing.
Because you know me, I'm anti-mayonnaise, and this is like a vinegar-based kraut. Oh,
and then you have
right up my alley.
Then you have the melt French dip, braised pulled beef brisket, house-made French onion dip, crispy onion, provolone, French onion au jus for dipping, and then you have our special, Brian, our special of all specials, the illegal ham sandy. Now, there's no picture for the illegal ham sandy because it is special just for today. So please get the illegal ham sandy. It is Big Bry's and I's creation here at Melt.
I'm not going to lie, guys. I was pretty jealous that you guys got to make a sandwich here. I was like,
how awesome is that, right?
Make a sandwich.
So you have honey ham, roasted pulled pork, hickory bacon, creamy slaw, grilled pineapple, jalapeno poppers, the Melt awesome sauce, and pepper jack cheese to top it off. Come here and get it.
Does it come with a disclaimer?
Yeah, you might have a heart attack.
My son is eating one of those as we speak.
How is it, bud?
How's the sandwich? Good?
It's made it.
He's young. He's allowed to.
There it is.
You ain't talking. That means it's good.
So come out and have fun with us. All right. Let's have some fun. Let's do some fun bets today. What is everybody's fun bets for today?
Man, so I got a couple things that I have here. I'm going to run a same game parlay. But if you look at this Colts defense, they're not very good. We talked about it. I talked about it a little earlier. They give up the 6th most passing yards in the NFL. They also give up the 2nd most rushing touchdowns in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So I love a Jerome Ford touchdown today. I think that is easily doable. We might be able to march down the field and throw some passes, let Deshaun kind of get into a rhythm. But once we get down where everything condenses into red zone, I'm looking for Jerome Ford to get in the end zone. And National Tight End Day, give me David Njoku at least 25 yards. I wasn't sure. I played it a little safe because I didn't know if Deshaun was starting or if PJ was going to start.
Right.
And I'm going Browns on the money line. I think that they will be able to cover this, but if you want to toss it into a same game parlay, play a little safe, that's where I like the money. I feel pretty good about this. It's all fairly conservative. The only one that is even a slight worry for me, Jerome Ford on the anytime touchdown, but the Colts give up plenty of rushing touchdowns.
Jay, do you
You
want
guys
to
go ahead.
next?
I'm going to put a parlay
right.
together for this
All right,
show.
so
Just for this show, a special
so-
parlay that you guys can fade me on.
I got something that might be fun. Speaking of National Tight Ends Day, and I don't know if we can get up the actives for today. Are we sure Harrison Bryant is playing? But I would take whoever the Browns' number 2 tight end is to score a touchdown, anytime touchdown. Harrison Bryant, if he's there, or Jordan Akins, who's a guy who we haven't heard a whole lot from this year. Right now, you can get plus 1,800 on a Jordan Akins touchdown. So if Harrison Bryant isn't going, I'd say you run to that. And because there's always somebody, it can't be Amari Cooper every single week. So any of these other guys, DPJ is only, I think, plus 500 anytime touchdown. So I like to typically go for the guys because, there's a good chance Jerome Ford might score, Amari Cooper, but after that, you just don't know who, so you might as well throw some darts.
Yeah, especially if you're going to do a straight bet on an anytime touchdown, go ahead and get those odds a little bit better. Get you a plus 500, plus 600, somewhere in that range. I like that. I feel good about that.
Yeah, if Harrison Bryant's not going, then you kind of get a deal. You get a discount on Jordan Akins, your number 2 tight end, a guy who's played with Deshaun Watson before for at least a year in Houston and scored a few touchdowns there. So, yeah, sneaky bet.
All right. Jay, are you still looking or are you good?
As soon as my slip pulls up here, I'll let you know what it is.
Oh, you already made the bet. Oh, boy. Here we go.
So we got Amari Cooper, anytime touchdown.
Uh-huh.
What were your odds?
Oh, man, it closed on my Amari
I got
Cooper.
plus 230.
I had over 46.5 yards receiving Amari Cooper, but for some reason that
Seems
closed.
like that would be a good bet.
It closed.
Is that the over-under?
64 and a half.
Oh, 64. Okay.
I think it's changing right now.
Right.
Everything's kind of changing.
Right, knowing that Deshaun.
And then I picked the Browns money line, and it would have been a plus 262. So fade me.
It's not bad.
I'm terrible at betting. It's just if you took everything I just said and you bet just the individual
Bet the
bet opposite,
Pull the
you're-
Costanza.
oh,
Whatever
it's a
you
win.
do the opposite.
Fade J. Always fade J.
All right. So I got
Well, ask Peter. Remember my lock of the week last week? Only one of those 3 teams hit. I was like,
Who'd you
man,
have, the
how do I?
Eagles?
Yeah, I picked the Eagles to be upset, or Eagles got upset, and
Eagles to
then
win.
Browns upsetting the 49ers. I'm
Right.
like, okay, I didn't see this coming.
I'm trying to upload my
Shoot,
bets right now.
The Bills almost lost last week, so Browns are sitting in a good spot for in the AFC. You're
All right.
competing with these teams that we thought were going to just run away with stuff, and the Chargers look like crap.
Well, that's because they're so poorly coached. That team
Right.
is
That dude's fired.
the analytics. And listen, I love analytics. We are big analytics people here in Cleveland.
Yes,
But there's
yes,
a time
right.
for analytics and there's a time to not do analytics. We talked about it earlier. Bringing in Jim Schwartz is an anti-analytics type of guy. He's just an old school football guy.
Yep.
So you need to have a mesh of that and the analytics. And the Chargers don't have that. They are straight analytics at almost every turn.
All right. So you guys ready for mine?
Sure. No.
You're going to love this. I'm going to go Cleveland Browns under 40 is what I got right now.
Okay.
I'm taking the under.
Taking the under. 40.
Taking the under
Okay.
40.
Defensive
I am
battle.
going to go a Kareem Hunt anytime touchdown. And I am going to go.
Are we
an
sure he's playing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay,
he is.
good.
All right. And I'm going to go an alternative. Gardner Minshew under 150 yards passing.
Oof. Wow. You were expecting a very lockdown day.
So I think the Browns are only allowing average of 125 yards passing. So
Lock it.
mean, so if that
Lock
trend
it.
continues, you're going to win it by 25 yards.
Gardner Minshew's one of those guys. He's going to put up 350 against you or
Right.
150 and 4 interceptions.
Right. He's either going to be great or they were just showing his stats earlier. He's much better when he comes in to replace the starter
It is a spot
than
starter,
than he is when he knows he's getting the start. So hopefully that trend continues. I personally would have preferred to see Anthony Richardson. I think our odds go down now that Gardner Minshew's playing because he's 3-0 this year. Or
I
afraid
actually
of him. I'm not
would
afraid
rather
of him,
play
but-
him. It's guys like Anthony Richardson where you could plan all you want, but they just use their pure athletic ability, and that's how you beat like great defenses, like Lamar did to us.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Absolutely.
The Lamar,
For sure.
the Baltimore game kind of showed that we have still that we got to figure out a way to stop that uber athletic quarterback. So Gardner standing in the pocket, give me that all day. Gardner's a guy that will go off every once in a while. This defense is so good. Who are their playmakers on the edge that is going to beat one of our corners? Do they have one?
Right.
I mean,
Pittman
is good,
right?
but is he?
He's not quick.
Is he better than any of the corners that
Pittman's
we got?
big, but you get someone like Emerson who's also
Emerson,
big, and
right.
he can match right up with him.
Exactly. The only thing I'm worried
We just
about.
get this game going already.
The only thing I'm worried
right.
about is maybe
Crying
the
out
screen
loud.
game with Jonathan Taylor, and maybe breaking one. Because if he breaks one, he's not one of those guys that gets tackled by one person. He's like Nick Chubb. He truly is. It takes a couple people to take him down. And if he breaks a little screen for 30 yards, I get a little worried about that. But other than that, they don't have really a star wide receiver. They got Jonathan Taylor now back in. They got Gardner Minshew. I really see that this defense just eat all day.
Yeah.
And I believe that this is going to go very well. And dare I say a Jerome Ford over 100 yards rushing today?
Be nice. I think the key to the game today.
Kareem Hunt over 65 rushing today.
Wow, you're expecting big run game.
I think this is going to be a huge run game because I have a feeling they're going to take the lead early and they're going to lean on those two to finish off the game.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. My huge key to this game is jumping out to that early lead like Kevin Stefanski loves to do. Lean on your run game. Let Deshaun get back into the groove and let this defense just destroy their – like, if you can take their run game away from them and make them an only passing team, they're done. They're done. They have no chance.
Yeah, they have. So surprisingly, Zach Moss has been one of the most
I think he's
productive.
the lead rusher.
Yeah, one of the most productive running backs in the league.
Their
this
offensive line is really good.
So they don't need to. They have a stud with Nelson. They have a stud with Kelly. But I think they're playing a backup tackle and another tackle that doesn't have a ton of experience, so you can get to the quarterback.
Let's get packed in here, guys.
There we go.
People are showing up.
Here they come. Here they all come.
How you doing?
Here we go, Brownies.
Hey, Jake. Jake.
Guys, it never gets old.
It doesn't.
So to me, you got to stop the run first and foremost, because even though Jonathan Taylor hasn't gone off yet, they do have ways of beating you in the run game. And I don't know, maybe I'm still a little weary from what happened last year. And I think that if somebody can get some steam going on the ground, that the Browns are maybe a little susceptible to the pass then after that. But stopping the run first and foremost, and then after that, I feel confident we can make Gardner Minshew uncomfortable.
All right. Well, you know something, guys? We're getting packed here. We got a whole group of people here. Let's do our predictions. Let's get out here and enjoy the fans. Enjoy City Dogs.
Any more trivia questions for
I
them
got
at all?
trivia if you want.
I got another trivia.
Yep,
We got
let
one more
Mike
trivia.
do a trivia.
All right.
All right. We got one
Shout
more
it out.
trivia. One more trivia for a $10 gift card to Melt Bar and Grilled. And then we'll do another one at halftime. Okay? So, Mike, go ahead.
All right. So this is all Browns trivia. So we know this is the Browns. But in what year was the first headset used to call plays into a quarterback?
Wow.
Woo.
Browns were the first team to do it, and it was very shortly made illegal after they did it. No.
So, anybody?
Already
Your
won.
son,
My
you
son
can't-
is not
you
getting
can't
another
do
shot.
it. Anybody got an answer to that?
Jump on your Google. Jump on Google.
Yeah,
I don't think people are hearing us.
Huh?
In what year was the first headset used to call plays in the NFL? 92. Not 92. 94 is when it became illegal league-wide, but the Browns did it much earlier than that. It was Paul Brown.
Yeah, right. I think it was Paul Brown.
You win a $10 gift card to Melt Bar and Grilled if you get the answer right.
Fastest.
Raise your hand.
Close.
62 was the guess.
62 is a
That was
guess.
close.
Anybody.
Just Google it.
Somebody.
Did we win the
This is what I get for making it too hard.
See, what'd you do making it too
I
hard?
I know.
Do you not know our
They
audience?
barely got Jim Brown.
I
You know it. He's hiding it under that mask.
58
Closer.
today here. Getting warmer with 58. Charlie's got it. Oh.
Close. The
Whoa.
same amount of distance away that 58 was.
What do you
Do
say,
math.
buddy? 54.
He said 54.
No.
Come on, tons of fun. What you got? No?
I'm trying to give it away, guys. I'm trying to give it away.
That's all right. That's all right. We're about to have some fun. It doesn't
Tough one.
matter. We'll get another one. We'll get another one at halftime. Catch us
Yeah.
at halftime.
Yep.
Tune back in here at Ham Illegal at halftime. All right, let's get our score predictions. All right, so Mike Carlisle from the Lyman Lounge, Browns versus Colts. What's your score?
So I expect to see the defense come out, dominate again. We're not going to need to score a lot of points, but we will score over 20. I got this game being 24-13. Browns easily cover here.
All right. Always positive Jay from the voice of the land of Big Play Network, along with Peter. Tell Peter, I'll still get your score here in just a second. All right, Jay, you.
It's going to be a slugfest at first, so I think a slow start, but eventually Deshaun Watson will get in their groove. Browns defense is still in their groove. Browns win 21-3.
21-3. All right, big fella.
Wow.
Here we go.
I hope so. Man, I go back and forth because I think the Browns for sure are the better team, but just knowing their history of not being able to string 2 wins together, I'm going to say 23 for the Browns and 20 for the Colts.
Wow.
3-point win.
Peter, tell up.
Ooh, let's see. I think we're going to see something along the lines of 17, Brown 17, and the Colts are going to be 10. And it's going to be, they're going to be held to 3, and they're going to get a late touchdown in the 4th.
The garbage
So it's
touchdown.
garbage touchdown.
Nice.
Like you.
Take it.
You know something? I'm going to go with always positive Jay on this. So I'm going to go 23, Colts 6. They
Nice.
get 2 field
John,
goals,
how
23
you
to
doing?
6. So mark it down.
Wow.
Everybody else
I
get
will take it.
23 to 6, right
Just
there.
get the win.
Let's just get the win.
That's a clean
Just
sweep.
get the win.
That's a clean
You want to
sweep.
know why? Because we're here for City Dogs Cleveland.
We're already winning. We're
Come on,
already
let's
winning
go,
here.
everybody. Come on. City Dogs Cleveland. Here we go, Brownies. Come out, meet Martini. Please donate to City Dogs Cleveland.
I mean, it's packed in here now, you guys.
Martini's gone.
Really?
We got a new one.
We got
got
another
another
New
puppy.
dog out there.
Martini was adopted.
Oh, I gotta go,
Martini
guys.
was adopted?
Was Martini adopted? Oh, okay. Oh, man. I thought we were about to get real hype in here for Martini getting adopted.
All right, come out and join us. We're getting ready to watch the Browns game coming up here. Catch us back here at halftime. Peter, is that all right? Catching us back here at halftime. We'll go over the first half and see what we got to do from there. Thank you, everybody, for showing up at Melt Bar and Grilled for our first annual City Dogs Cleveland fundraiser. Hopefully, we'll have more to come. Thank you so much, and enjoy the Browns game, everybody. Go Browns. See you guys. Go Browns.